1960s. America was a decade of ambition, expansion, and muscle. And behind it all, powering the backbone of American industry and ingenuity, were pickup trucks with engines that would become absolutely legendary. The 1960s weren't just about building powerful engines. It was the decade that fundamentally changed what a truck could be. Before 1960, pickups were agricultural tools, rough, basic, designed purely for work. By 1969, you could buy a truck with a 396 cubic inch V8 that made 325 horsepower, the same engine that powered muscle cars. Trucks had evolved from farm implements into something Americans actually wanted to drive. At the heart of this transformation were some of the greatest engines ever bolted into an American vehicle. So buckle up. We're about to explore the top classic truck engines of the 1960s. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we have the ultimate deep dive into automotive history coming your way. Let's kick things off with arguably one of the most important engines, the Chevrolet small block V8. While the small block was introduced in 1955, it really came into its own in the 1960s, becoming the gold standard for light-duty pickup performance. At the beginning of the decade, Chevy trucks were powered by the 283 cubic inch small block, which was the only V8 option available from 1958 through 1965. But the real game changer came in 1966, when Chevrolet introduced the 327 cubic inch V8 as an option in their trucks. This was a detuned version of the performance engine that had been available in Corvettes and passenger cars since 1962, but it brought serious capability to the truck market. With its increased displacement and improved breathing, the 327 offered better torque and pulling power than the 283. Then, in 1967, Chevrolet really turned up the heat. With the introduction of the second-generation CK series, nicknamed the Action Line, truck buyers could now order the massive 396 cubic inch big block V8. This was the same engine found in the SS 396 Chevelle, rated at 325 horsepower with a compression ratio of 10.25 to 1. It required premium gasoline, but for those who needed serious towing capacity or just wanted tire smoking power, the 396 delivered in spades. What made these Chevy engines so special was not just their power, it was their versatility and aftermarket support. The small block architecture was simple, parts were readily available, and mechanics across America knew how to work on them. This combination of performance, reliability, and serviceability made Chevrolet engines the benchmark that everyone else had to beat. Now let's talk about another classic, GMC V6 engines. This is where things get really interesting, and it is something that set GMC apart from every other truck manufacturer of the era. While GMC trucks shared the same basic platform as their Chevrolet cousins, GMC carved out its own identity with something unique: V6 engines. In 1960, GMC introduced V6 engines in various displacements, including the notable 305 cubic inch V6 that was standard equipment on many GMC trucks. That engine produced 150 horsepower and offered excellent torque, making it ideal for heavy-duty applications. But what made it special was that it was not simply a V8 with two cylinders removed. These were purpose-built commercial engines, designed from the ground up for serious work. These V6 engines were exclusive to GMC and represented a completely different philosophy for truck power. They offered more cylinders than a straight six, which meant smoother operation and better balance. At the same time, they were more compact and more fuel-efficient than a V8. That combination created a unique middle ground that was perfect for commercial operators who needed to balance power, economy, and reliability. Now let's talk Ford. While Chevrolet was dominating with their small block engines, Ford was building some seriously robust power plants of their own with their FE Series V8 engines. FE stood for Ford Edsel, because these engines were developed for use across multiple divisions of Ford Motor Company. At the start of the 1960s, Ford trucks were powered by the Y-Block V8 engines, specifically the 292 cubic inch version that produced around 190 horsepower. But the real revolution came in 1965 when Ford completely redesigned their F-Series trucks and introduced a new lineup of engines. The standout for 1965 was the 352 cubic inch FE V8, which was the first Ford truck engine to break the 200 horsepower barrier. This engine produced approximately 208 horsepower and was built like a tank, with heavy-duty components designed specifically for truck use. But Ford did not stop there. In 1968, they introduced the 360 cubic inch V8, which replaced the 352 and produced 215 horsepower at 4,400 RPM and an impressive 330 pound-feet of torque at 2,600 RPM. The FE engines were known for their low-end grunt, perfect for hauling heavy loads and towing trailers. The FE engines were built to a different philosophy than Chevrolet small-block engines. Where Chevy focused on compact dimensions and lightweight design, Ford's FE engines were big, heavy, and overbuilt. They featured thick cylinder walls, robust crankshafts, and beefy connecting rods. That made them ideal for the kind of sustained heavy-duty work trucks were expected to perform, day in and day out. But wait, not everyone needed V8 power, and Ford recognized this with their incredible lineup of inline-six engines. These are the unsung heroes of the 1960s truck era, and they deserve serious respect. At the beginning of the decade, Ford trucks came standard with the 223 cubic inch inline-six, affectionately known as the Big Six. This engine produced about 140 horsepower at 4,200 revolutions per minute and 210 pound-feet of torque at 2,200 revolutions per minute. It was simple, reliable, and economical, perfect for fleet buyers and budget-conscious truck owners. In 1965, Ford upped the ante with two new six-cylinder options. The base engine became the 240 cubic inch inline-six, producing more than 150 horsepower. The real star was the 300 cubic inch inline-six, which would go on to become one of the most legendary truck engines ever built. The beauty of Ford's inline-sixes was their simplicity and durability. These engines featured a long stroke design that produced excellent low-end torque, making them ideal for heavy loads. They were also incredibly fuel-efficient compared to V8 engines, which made them popular with commercial buyers who were watching their bottom line. If you are here, thanks for coming this far. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Now let us come to one of the most innovative and beloved engines of the entire decade, the Chrysler Slant-Six. Introduced in Dodge trucks in 1961, this engine revolutionized six-cylinder design with its unique 30-degree slant to the right. The most common displacement in trucks was the 225 cubic inch version, which produced 140 horsepower. The slant design was not just a styling gimmick. It served several important purposes. The angle allowed for a lower hood line, improved weight distribution, and better airflow to the carburetor. It also created a more compact engine package that was easier to work on than traditional inline designs. But what really made the Slant-Six legendary was its incredible durability. These engines could run for hundreds of thousands of miles with basic maintenance. They featured hydraulic valve lifters from the beginning, which reduced maintenance needs compared to solid lifter engines. A 7-main bearing crankshaft was incredibly robust, and the engine design minimized wear on critical components. Dodge marketed the Slant-Six as a modern, efficient alternative to both flathead sixes and V8 engines. It delivered respectable power while sipping fuel, and its reliability made it a favorite among commercial users. Many Dodge D100 and D200 trucks sold during the 1960s were equipped with the 225 cubic inch Slant-Six, and countless examples are still running today. Starting in 1961, Dodge trucks also offered a 170 cubic inch version of the Slant-Six at no extra cost on the D100, though this smaller variant was less common. The 225 struck the perfect balance between power and economy, making it the engine of choice for practical truck buyers. Of course, Dodge also offered V8 power, and their engines were every bit as impressive as the competition. At the start of the 1960s, Dodge trucks used the 318 cubic inch A Series V8, producing 200 horsepower at 3,900 revolutions per minute and 286 pound-feet of torque at 2,400 revolutions per minute, a reliable workhorse. This early 318 featured advanced design elements like hydraulic lifters and free-turning exhaust valves. It was designed to run on regular gasoline with an 8.25-to-1 compression ratio, making it economical to operate while still delivering strong performance. But Dodge did not stop with the 318. In 1964, they introduced the high-performance custom sports special package, which could be ordered with the massive 426 cubic inch wedge head V8, producing an astonishing 365 horsepower. This made Dodge trucks the most powerful pickups you could buy during the mid-1960s. While relatively few were sold, these high-performance trucks were decades ahead of their time. By 1967, Dodge was also offering the 383 cubic inch V8 with a two-barrel carburetor, producing 258 horsepower. This engine brought big block torque to the truck market and was popular with buyers who needed serious towing capacity for campers or work trailers. The 383 represented Dodge's commitment to offering the most powerful engine lineup in the full-size pickup market. So what made these 1960s truck engines so special, and why do they still matter today? The answer comes down to the perfect storm of factors that happened during this decade. First, this was the era when trucks truly became multi-purpose vehicles. Manufacturers realized that Americans wanted trucks they could use for work during the week and recreation on weekends. And better engines were a crucial part of making trucks more enjoyable to drive. Second, the 1960s saw massive improvements in metallurgy and engineering. Engines became more powerful and reliable while actually becoming easier to maintain. Features like hydraulic lifters, better bearing materials, and improved lubrication systems meant these engines could last longer with less frequent service. Third, these engines established architectures that would last for decades. The Chevy small block continued production in trucks through the early 2000s. Ford's 300 inline-six remained in production until 1996. The Mopar LA Series FE V8 architecture lasted well into the 1990s. These weren't just good engines for their time, they were so well designed that they remained relevant for generations. Today, these engines remain the heart and soul of the classic truck hobby. Drive any truck show, and you'll see beautifully restored examples powered by these legendary mills. Many are still running their original engines after more than half a century, a testament to just how well they were designed and built. What's your favorite 1960s truck engine? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from fellow truck enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into classic truck engines, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more classic truck content. We've got plenty more automotive history coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.